Of course, it's a very inspiring story.
We as a family decided we're going to start a school.
Essay the importance of education. Education in school, education at home, education in our society. Value education, formal education, and the list goes on and on. Wow, the entire concept of education is deep indeed. Hello everyone and welcome to Education Evangelist of India Season 3, an eventful show where I get the opportunity to talk to some of the renowned stalwarts of education. Today, we will meet one such stalwart whose journey is quite interesting and captivating in itself. The journey of a true leader, a true educationist. And if that's not enough, then let me tell you, he has also been the chairman of the board of directors for Special Olympics Bharat, which is the National Special Olympics program for India. So, without much ado, let us welcome the chairman of Scottish High International School, Dr. Commander Kartikay Saini on the sets. Hi, sir.
Hello, thank you.
Well, sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's an honor to be amongst the 100 most influential people of the world on this planet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for coming. And well, one of the first intriguing things about you is the name, Dr. Commander Saini. So let's talk about the doctor part and let's talk about the commander part.
All right. The commander part came first, actually.
Okay.
So I have served 15 long years in commissioned service in the Indian Navy.
Oh,
so that's where
fantastic.
the commander came in.
Where all have you served?
Well, I served in INS Vikrant, which you would have heard of, one of the ships named in that famous movie Rustam. Yeah, so it's for the first aircraft carrier of a country. I've served on that. I've served on INS Gomti, that's a frigate. I've served in INS Shivaji, that's an engineering unit in Lonavala. INS Hamla, that's a training unit where there was a 2IC. I've served at naval headquarters. So a whole lot of places in those 15 years has been a good journey. So that's where the commander came in from. 15 years in commissioned service and 4 years in training at the National Defence Academy and at the ship as a naval cadet. The doctor part came later. It's an honorary doctorate I got from the University of Delaware just 2 years back, and probably that's because of my initiatives in the educational entrepreneurship world.
Okay, that's excellent. But we don't get people every day who've been in the Navy and then later on run a school.
Yes.
People in the Navy spend time on ships far away from population. And now you're in a school with how many students?
2,500.
So you have 2,000, you have a sea of students now.
Absolutely.
So can you tell us about that journey, how it happened? Maybe something from your naval years to here, how did you end up opening a school?
Oh, well, that's a very interesting story, actually. I started my career in the Navy. I never wanted to join the Navy. I wanted to become a doctor. I was doing my pre-medical in Sacred Heart, Ludhiana when this whole thing started, and I landed up seeing the passing out parade at the Indian Military Academy of one of my cousins, and that changed my life. And
You just saw the people in uniform.
I just saw the people in uniform, and pronto I appeared in my National Defence Academy, joined the Khadakwasla, went through my training and joined the Navy. So in the Navy, I took the engineering branch, and so I was an engineer on board INS Vikrant, which I mentioned a little while ago. And I always wanted to be an admiral. 15 years, probably one of the youngest commander. 13 courses I did in the Navy, short and long. 2 long courses, which was very rare at that time. Until my son, who was 18 months of age, was diagnosed with autism. Now, we're talking of 15 years ago. Autism was not really a really known thing then, and it's a different scenario in India today. And that is the time when the family decided. My wife was the director of sales with the Taj Group of Hotels. I had just cleared my staff college on my way to Wellington to do my staff course. So the family decided that we need to rededicate our lives to our son, who was 18 months. The Navy was very supportive of that, although they really didn't want me to leave. So I took a premature retirement and landed up out of the Navy. And into education is actually less of any inspirational story, but more of a trigger. Because in uniform, in my white uniform with my commander's stripes, I would go and salute. You're from Delhi, so the best schools in Delhi. I would salute the principals to request them to give my son an admission in pre-nursery or nursery, and he's a special needs child. The scenario of education and schools was different then. They wouldn't let me in. They said no because he's special. And that's the time we as a family decided we're going to start a school of our own around him, and it'll be one of the best schools of this country.
You didn't know anything about running a school?
Yes, it was absolutely new. So you had to search for mentors and partners. So I had a wonderful mentor by the name of Mr. Shomi Das, headmaster of Doon School, Lawrence School, Sanar, Mayo College, Ajmer. He's taught Prince Charles in his life. So he came along and held my hand, and that's how we set up Scottish High.
Actually, let's go back even further. Why did you join the Navy? Because of that, just because you saw people in uniform? Because you could have just entered a family business, be a rich boy, just all those rich kids of businessmen who drive around in their fancy cars, serving, in the Navy and doing your NDA and everything. That's hard.
I agree with you, but when you watch something with passion, then there's something inside you, and then watching a passing out parade of an Indian military academy, I do not know how many of us have seen that.
I've seen one.
It's
quite an experience.
Yes, it inspires. So at some point I was a teenager. I was 16 years of age. I joined National Defence Academy at 16 and a half.
Yeah.
So it's so easy to mold yourself and your mind at that point in time. And that's what happened.
Okay, that's wonderful, and it's very rare.
Yes.
And I think these things definitely matter. In fact, I would like you to see a video, which I'm sure you will feel very good about.
I have known Sir since the year 2005, when he gave me employment in the school. He has many talents and also the Midas touch, which means whatever he puts his hand to, he is successful. He's a very caring person, and I speak from personal experience. In spite of the heights that he's reached, he is also God-fearing, because whenever we meet, he requests a blessing and prayers. May God continue to be a beacon in his life.
I've known Sir for almost 11 years now, since the day I began working at Scottish High. What strikes me most about him is the fact that there's no I in his vocabulary, there's we, which is a great learning experience for us. What I admire about him is the fact that he's able to prioritize the well-being of the people who work for him and with him. That is an instant motivation for us to take risks, think out of the box, be creative and innovative, because we know we have the confidence that he's there to mentor us, and if we do stumble, that he can guide us towards the path. So there's no doubt in my mind that he is my inspiration, and dare I say, my constant enabler.
My favorite person in this school is Chairman Sir. He gives me so many chocolates whenever I meet him. He treats us with so scrumptious dishes on all the special days of the year. We all love you, Chairman Sir.
Wow, that's great, isn't it?
Thank you, yes.
Yes, you mentioned you have a child who has special needs, and you said you won't let this happen again. What happened to your child when he went for school
Yes.
admission? How does Scottish High International do that? What have you done in Scottish High that doesn't happen?
I'm so proud to answer this question. So Scottish High is one of the very few schools in this country which has been rated by ESPN as the unified champion school of this country.
And what does
And
that
that
mean?
means that there is true unification. There's a whole time and whole school involvement into unifying children with special needs. So children with intellectual disability are not in a learning center in my school. They're a part of the classroom, the mainstream classroom. They have to sit there. They sit along with a special educator to do a little poke, to do a little nudge, to do a little shabash, but they are a part of the school. So the students in my school are not shunned. The houses, like you say in Army Public School, so we have clans. They say if you have a special needs child in your race or a debate or a declamation or a talent contest, you get 10 extra points. So they run for these students. So when a special needs child is going for a competition, the whole school lines up to say bye-bye. And my son, for example, he's also a special needs child in my own school. Incidentally, a world gold medalist for India.
Wow.
He won the gold in Los Angeles in golf in 2015 and a silver in Abu Dhabi this year. So, or there are others who are artists, there are others who are soccer players. One went to Bangladesh to play soccer, a special needs student. So when they come back, the school students would actually lift them on their shoulders and get them onto the stage. So on the Autism Awareness Day or such other functions, they have these students' work all exhibited around in the auditorium. And they're actually pulled on a rope, on a cart inside the school. So when you see a whole school engagement, it's become a part of the blood of the school, the soil of the school, the air of the school. So that is what is a truly unified school.
Wow. That is, so you do not segregate.
No.
And you think that works?
It works. That's the only way it works. And I have my own example, my own son's example.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. I have someone over there who will speak about, methodologies at Scottish High. So,
Dr. Commander Kartikay Saini, our chairman, is a charismatic leader, leads by example. A hands-on leader understands every nuances of school running, which in turn makes it very easy for us to run the school. He's a visionary and not only plans but insists on completion and proper execution of his plans.
Sir is a leader, and it is not only because of his hard work and dedication, but it was also because of his love and compassion for the Scottish High family. He is a role model, a mentor and a guide, and a one who truly inspires me to move forward and lead my team.
It's truly an honor to work with Dr. Commander Kartikay Saini. His vision for education is extraordinary. But there's something very special about him as a leader and an educationist. That special thing is that he cares, values, appreciates, and recognizes the strength of each and every one working at Scottish High. And this has been a catalyst for me to give my best to the school.
Dear sir, you are a true mentor who has always gone above and beyond to motivate, inspire, and guide us. Here at Scottish High, we have learnt the true essence of a family. And dear sir, you, as a caring head of the family, have always protected us all along. You have ensured that we celebrate every moment, every festival together as a family.
मैं नेपाल से जब आया 2005 में यहाँ मैं स्कॉटिश हाई ज्वाइन किया, इस लॉन्ग टाइम तक सर्विस किया है। मैं चेयरमैन साहब को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ।
great. Before I let you go, we do the last thing. I give you a memento and we take a picture for our wall. So if you can please come with me there. Interrogo, percipio, additio, which means question, understand, apply. That's the motto of Scottish High International School. And our conversation with Dr. Commander Kartikay Saini deciphered the same. With this, we wrap up yet another engaging episode of Education Evangelist of India 2019. This is me, your host Chetan Bhagat, signing off for today. Keep watching Skill Tree, Education Evangelist of India, Season 3, powered by Great Place to Study, streaming now on ForbesIndia.com.